All right, let's put on our detective hats for a bit. We're about to crack one of those tricky little Portuguese grammar puzzles that can trip people up. It's all about the subjunctive, and we're going to start by looking at the evidence. So, our whole investigation kicks off with this classic mystery. We've got two sentences that, they look almost exactly the same, but one tiny change to a single verb flips the entire meaning. The real question is, why? Okay, look closely here. On the left, you've got vou ao supermercado que fica. We're using the regular old indicative, fica. But then, look at the right. Vou a supermercado que fique. Bam! It switches to the subjunctive, fique. What is going on? The only other thing that changed was ao, to the, to aum, to a. And that, my friends, is our first big clue. So yeah, this is the heart of the matter. What's the secret rule that's making this verb change its form? We're about to blow this case wide open, and honestly, the answer is way simpler than you might think. And here it is. This is the key that unlocks the whole puzzle. It all just boils down to whether you're talking about something definite, specific, a particular thing, or something indefinite, just something general. You're not sure which one. Now, to really get this, we have to identify our main suspect. In grammar speak, it's called the antecedent. Don't let the fancy word scare you. It's just the noun that the rest of the sentence is describing. In our supermarket sentences, the antecedent is, well, supermarket. Easy enough, right? So this is the golden rule you got to remember. Whenever that thing you're talking about, the antecedent, is non-specific, or maybe you don't even know if it exists, you're just wishing for it, that's when Portuguese calls in the subjunctive. It's basically the verb mood for all things uncertain, possible, or just wished for. And what's really cool is where this rule tends to show up the most. You'll see it all the time when people talk about stuff they need, things they want, or what they're looking for. Because think about it, those things aren't concrete realities yet, are they? They're still just ideas or desires. Check this out. We need a maid. We're not talking about a specific person we already know. We're looking for any person who happens to be efficient. Since this maid is an unknown, indefinite person for now, we use the subjunctive, seja. It's the exact same logic here. I don't have a particular house picked out. I'm just dreaming of a house, any house really, that has a certain quality. It's gotta be outside Lisbon. This desire for something that isn't identified yet, that's what triggers the subjunctive fique. And again, just to really drive it home, I'm not on the hunt for a specific book title. Nope, I'm just going to the store with a requirement. I need a book, anyone will do, as long as it has everything about cooking. That search for an undefined thing demands the subjunctive. Dang how. Oh, and this example is just perfect. It shows how the rule works even for things that might not exist at all. Ninguém means nobody. You can't get more indefinite than that. So, of course, you use the subjunctive fale because you're talking about a hypothetical person who you don't know and who might not even be real. Okay, so we've seen the subjunctive do its thing. Now, to make this concept really stick, let's put it head-to-head with its counterpart, the indicative. This is where it all clicks into place. And here we are, back at our original crime scene. But now, it's not a mystery anymore, is it? On the left, ao supermercado means to the supermarket. It's specific. I know exactly which one I'm going to. It's a fact, so I use the indicative, fica. But on the right, aum supermercado, to a supermarket. Anyone will do. It's a general need, not a specific place. So, subjunctive it is, fique. Let's look at one more, just to be sure. If I'm looking for de livro, the book, it means there's a specific book I'm thinking of. It's a real, concrete thing. So, indicative, fala. But if I say I'm looking for dum livro, a book, I'm just browsing. Any book on the topic will do. It's an open-ended search. So, subjunctive, fale. You see the pattern now, right? It's all about the versus a. All right, detective, you've seen the clues. You know the golden rule. Now it's your turn to solve a case. Time for a quick little challenge to test your skills. Okay, take a look. The verb you need is servir, which means to fit or to suit. So think about it. Am I talking about a specific pair of pants that I can't find, or am I just complaining that I can't find any pants that fit? What do you think the right form is? If you guessed servam imam, you nailed it. That's the subjunctive. And why? Because the sentence says umas calças, some pants.
not as calças, the pants. You're just trying to find any pair that works, so the subjunctive is the perfect fit, no pun intended.
So the big thing to take away from all this is that this isn't just some random fussy grammar rule. It's actually a really powerful tool. When you choose between the indicative and the subjunctive, you're sending a message. You're telling the person you're talking to whether you have something real and specific in mind, or if you're just talking about an idea, a wish, a possibility. And that kind of leaves us with a final thought. Now that you're in on the secret, think about it in your own life. What's something you're looking for? Maybe you're looking for a job that challenges you, or a friend who shares your passions, or a place that feels like home. Guess what? You now have the perfect grammar to talk about that search in Portuguese.